Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my next deck review video for my deck tour series. Today I'll be reviewing the Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot and her Oracle deck, the Ceccoli Oracle. So both of these decks have very surrealist artwork. So if you love surrealism, you might be interested in these decks. If not, you probably won't. Let me just show you some of the cards. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and as you can see, it's very kind of child inspired. Here we have the Three of Wands, the Tower, so like children's toys. The characters are all children. Here we have Judgment, and here we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor, a little Napoleon on a rocking horse there. Page of Wands. So besides sort of, children and toys in a surrealistic artistic expression, the cards are also very sugary sweet. Not all of them, but many of them have like lots of sugar, as you'll see. So here we have the Queen of Wands. So there's a flying donut, a flying cookie, and she looks kind of like an ice cream sundae. Here we have the Knight of Wands, going through some candy canes. The World card, so a gingerbread house. The Ace of Swords. And here we have the Nine of Cups. So the sugary sweetness did throw me off a little bit when I first got the deck. And as you can see, it's not a Rider-Waite inspired deck at all. So very unique, very intriguing artwork. So if you're looking for a deck that has more traditional artwork so you can really get to know the meanings, the textbook meanings of the tarot cards, not a good deck to get at all. If you're looking for a deck that's challenging, unique artwork, yeah, you might be interested in this deck. It will take some practice to read the cards. But what I like about unique artwork is that different messages can come through a similar card. So it's a good way to challenge and grow and expand your intuitive skills. Okay. One other thing about this deck that some people might find a little disturbing, for me it just kind of goes in with the whole surrealistic theme. Well, I'll just show you some of the cards. So here we have the Hanged Man. So then we have this two-headed girl. The Ace of Cups. This girl holding a bunch of dolls. But they look very lifelike. So I guess a little creepy. So it might be a little bit of a creepy deck for some people. So if you're not interested in that, don't get this one. And here we have the Ten of Swords, which in itself is sort of a usually an unpleasant, sometimes gruesome card. And here the girl's like a cake being cut open. Here we have the Seven of Swords. We have a little girl, looks like she's being stalked by a little boy. So there is a slight creepy, disturbing factor to this deck. So keep that in mind if you love surrealistic art, but you don't want the creepy factor. So something to think about there. But overall, I guess my word for this deck is intriguing. Okay. I've never used this deck for client readings, and I haven't used it a whole lot since I first got it. But now that I'm reviewing it, I kind of feel like I want to explore the artwork a little bit more. Okay. Now, deck size, it's a traditional or standard tarot deck size, standard card weight. So the shuffle, it shuffles well. So a nice shuffle. Whoops. And it's not sticky, it's not slick, so it shuffles well this way as well. Okay. All right, so that's the tarot deck. Now, the Oracle deck is slightly taller and, if I can pick them up, and wider than the tarot deck. It has a very beautiful, beautiful artwork on the back. It's 32 cards. Yes, 32 cards. So it's obviously thinner, but the card weight is thicker. Since I'm doing the shuffling, let me just do that now. So it's because it's bigger and it's a heavier card stock. I think that's how it's referred to. It's a little harder to shuffle this way. It's a bit stiff to do that. And it actually is slightly sticky. So it has a gloss on it that makes it slightly sticky, but not too bad. Okay, so that's the shuffle of this deck. Now again, it's surrealistic artwork. So I'll show you some of the cards. Here we have the number 1, so they're just numbered. Number 18. 31, again, it's children, mostly little girls. Lots of toys, lots of sugary sweetness. So we have 26. 30. Again, there might be a slight creepy factor for some people with this deck. 22. One more, 28. Now the cards are just numbered, but it does come with a nice little book. And if you open it up, the numbers actually have names, and then there's a paragraph for a description of the card. So like, oh, I'm looking at the wrong language, but 24 is strategy, 25 disquiet, 26 acceleration, 27 compassion, and so on. So there's a handy little book, and it has its paragraph, and then it has a light and a dark interpretation, I guess. So you could read the light is upright, the dark is reversal, or just look at both as a combined meaning. So I found, again, I haven't used this deck a whole lot, but I found using the little book very helpful. I hope you find these deck review videos interesting. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe so you can stay notified when new videos come up, and I'll see you next time.